Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we're going to be reapproaching the Broken Invasion of Alara deck along with the Cemetery Desecrator combo in that deck list. This deck kind of terrorized Standard for a little while, and I've seen it basically completely disappear. I haven't played against it in a very long time in comparison to playing it every other match in the past. But here we're going to reapproach it. We're going to replay it. I was playing Domain earlier, and I felt like every time I played a win condition, it was bad. So we're going to play this one. And it's keepable. We have a blue source in of here. We need it. Which, I mean, we do, but we need it outside of not drawing like as far as headquarters or something. Mono red. Mono red. Hey, blue source. Look at us go. Alright, well. Maybe we are just junned. You will never know. Land, another guard. Really have to sneeze. I have no idea if I got it muted in time, but that's why it looked so awkward. I was trying to hit my button. But yeah, sure. Hit me. I really wanted to sing Britney Spears there, but I won't do it. Can't stop me. What do we need here? We need like an additional black source. We have every other basic in our hand, so why not? It's kind of funny that our herd migrations are going to be bad from here on out. But we have the play. I'll just play another Proving Ground and pass. Best case scenario here that is red and black, so we know that this will resolve and can definitely hit some fun stuff. Don't even have to hit anything crazy, but they are the combo deck, as you can see. Don't know the combo. I guess we call it a combo, but it is what it is. Basically, we have this rat. It costs 2 less. We have this rat, and they're going to hit it with a burn spell. Right? And they'll make a ton of rats with a creature that has haste and can get in and be super aggressive. So we need blue as our last source. We have the green, the red, the black. Oh, I messed up. I need to play the plains or the island. The frustration on my day continues. No way of knowing on your guys' end, but I recorded for an hour. My microphone was muted. And then I recorded for an hour after that. I must have hit the hotkey or something because I had it hotkeyed from when I used to stream. And I stopped the recording. So this is third attempt. This is probably my 12th game of the day. What is that? Oh boy, it's been a good time. Now I got the spicy spear guards coming in. Need to play planes, just something. Get our invasion out. Try not to cough in the mouth. Invasion's gone. Hit the Bramble familiars, of course. Worst part is there. We just saw a lot of the big creatures go, but we found a Desecrator. Do we have enough? Yeah, we have herd migration in there. Desecrator comes in. It'll hit herd migration. Who would have thought we're going to abuse Cemetery Desecrator this way? Invasion will flip here. I don't really care about these 1/1s. I would like to draw 2. I would like to destroy this. Best part about the way that this Awaken the Maelstrom works, you actually draw the cards first. Use a permanent to make a copy of. Well, it'll be Desecrator number 2. And then this one can probably just get rid of the colony just in case. And then we'll give a creature -X/-X, and then they'll make a rat. Which is like unfortunate, but also not the worst thing in the world. Next turn we can play Natali. Hit that. Or we can just play Invasion, make another 2/2. We have a lot of toughness in play. The only problem is their combo technically it's for 32, 36. Somewhere along that line is where it hits. Sacrifice creature. Exile creature. Get rid of the token, which is like, okay. Rid of your creature. Give something minus. Take out your rat. Got another one. Be okay if you do. But this is definitely best case scenario with the Natali, where the board's going to be empty. Sacrifice that, they're going to make another rat. I'll exile this again. I'll give it -1, -1. We'll take out another rat. Now they have one. We have a Luca coming down. We have a lot going right for us here. So of course, we'll slam a Tali. Tali's my favorite creature, pretty much. And they concede. Yeah. So we got binding on 1 mana on turn 2. Black. Sure. Haven't seen that card in a while, honestly. Drain Gain and Saga. That'd be kind of sweet. Back in the Evoke Despair days. Played this boy. Because we wanted as much devotion, things of that nature along those lines as well. Not devotion. I just like, my brain just somehow went to Explorer and it's like, yes, devotion. That's what we needed. Not devotion at all. Just mono black sources. And if you're in mono black, you're trying to get the best things you can. And this card happens to work incredibly well against mono red, just gaining you a little bit life back, and then also making a 2/2 blocker. Graveyard Trespasser can be annoying, but we're going to land binding this underdog. Protect our life total as much as we can here. It's just that easy. We'll play this. We don't want the Trespasser to flip. We get rid of a land. Maybe we have to get rid of Desecrator, honestly. Because I have lands to hit the Alara. I think we just play to that. The only real problem doing that, though, is Liliana the Veil is kind of an issue. Maybe we're supposed to just let the Trespasser run wild. I'm going to shield it here as possible. Take 2 more. See. We will see. Definitely in the tank right now. It's like whether or not, I would assume it's whether or not they're slamming a Shieldred or maybe some other things. Okay. That is an option. Desecrator again. Not really the draw that we want, per se, just because of the fact that we want them in the graveyard to hit. But if we hit the land drop, then we're fine. Because then we can exile something in our graveyard with Desecrator. There's like a herd migration or something along those lines. Because then we can just play this on turn 6 and take all the counters off this. It is mono black, so straight up spot removal is not really in the cards for them. In here. I'm a 12. Beats the mirror. Well, I can't stop that. Skelly. I think of what it is. Oh yeah. It's a Shelly. Well, we're gonna answer it now, just in case we miss. Look at all these binding. The binding gamer. Evasion. If we hit it. I mean, we'll hit the Bramble. Let's see what Bramble hits. English is not my strong suit today. It might be from the recording for hours. Oh, I'm gonna put Natali into play. That's going to then cast a Virtue of Persistence on the big side, and then a Candy Grape thing. Get you gone. I'm going to cast Virtue. I'm going to say go ahead. Maybe not the worst outcome. Didn't quite get to play the Desecrator and take the counters off this, but I think being able to bring it back next turn for free, because there's one in the graveyard. So I lied earlier. Maybe not the worst hit in the world. Alright, our opponent attacks. We're in the tank. I think the idea is, are they still going to be sitting here playing? Now we bring back Desecrator. We could bring back the Atali, of course, but No need to do that. Well, we can just go ahead and get this invasion gone, pop a land, draw some cards, do some crazy stuff. Just go about our day. Oh boy, opponent goes first. Oh man, this hand kind of sucks, huh? We have to let that hand go. Keep a hold of this. Probably throw a Tully back. Play this early, and we want the invasion to get out of any harm's way. Lean off with the Spara to play towards Leyline Binding. This is Golgari, probably another matchup that Invasion is going to find itself being good in, outside of a Liliana being put down. Ooh, Mamma Mia. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. I'm the Invasion player. Give me realistically, we should probably be playing some amount of Restless Cottages, but I can't be bothered. They miss land drops. Oh no, opponent. Well, so the annoying part for us is we kind of got to allow it. And I would love to have played this down, but I just don't think we can with how our hands curved out. Ren Realmbreaker. Is this Cauldron combo?
Fight for every plane.
Oh.
Nature has not abandoned me.
The land drop, I guess. We should be fine here. That's a good hit. Virtue's not a bad hit here. For sure. We'll take out the familiar. Get it out of the way. We know they've been missing land drops and actually milled over two. It was actually possible they miss it again, but they don't. It's a fuzzy on my mic. I don't know why I said it like that, but hey, you never know. So barring any hand disruption, and they are just green-black, and they can tap for a rainbow right now. Can attack and exile a card in the graveyard because that's just an ability on the Restless Cottage. It doesn't have to be brought up into a creature and then attack. Gildred. Gildred works for the most part. Let's pop Invasion out. It works here. Could do go for the throat, but I think we just have to go for the big wheeler, no dealer. Big wheeler, no dealer. And we'll put a Virtue into play, and we have a Ghost for the throat in our hand. So just have to target immediately. Targets immediately, so I don't think I'll have. I don't think I get a chance to respond to remove this, huh? I don't have a creature in my graveyard. Maybe they'll make me discard and I can put it in the Tali in there. And then play a Graveyard Trespasser. The Bramble familiar, sure. This creator's a good draw. I'm trying to think through my turn. I don't think I'll get to respond to this, to be honest with you. They attack. No. It's not giving me a chance to respond. They're the only one with creatures, so we'll bring out Bramble Familiar, the Mana Dork. We'll draw. We'll lose a little life. It'll be fine. At least I hope so. What do we want to do? We can play land drop, of course. You can play second Bramble Familiar so we can get a Tali / Atraxo online. Actually, well, it has to tap. That sucks. Okay, so we have this available. And we just pass. I don't care if they gain 2 more life, to be honest with you. The idea here was potentially being able to activate this, discarding a card, either a Tali or a Atraxa, and then have Virtue bring it back. But it has to tap in order to do so. If it was just an ability and didn't have to tap for it, we'd be able to do it on instep here, along with going for the third their Shieldred. But I also don't mind bringing back their Shieldred by any stretch of the imagination. What's our play, opponent? Bring that back up. That's fine with me. This hexproof, indestructible action.
Allies everywhere.
We can block with their own
Stand
Bramble
with
familiar,
us.
although I'm not even sure if that's worth. The cycle to draw. It is. Okay. Again, we're not really concerned about the life that they'll gain. We go so far over the top that we just Fielder's not going to be a big deal in terms of life gain. Now making us lose life, of course, that's a different story. But they whittled their mana away. But now I'm way less worried about like a removal spell for the extra Bramble. Now I'm definitely not worried about it. Sure, I can come in. See it. Be good at combat with. Might as well attack with the Shielder because I'm definitely going to go for the throat it. You know about it. Barring the big, weird, spooky eyeball. They only attack with the Shielder. They don't want to double block with this because it doesn't actually have indestructible. It just has basically everything else. We'll get rid of Shieldred, and then we'll get to bring their Shielder back under play with our Virtue or Persistence, hopefully. The Infernal Grasp. Is that their copy? I think it was theirs. Based on where it was in play. Who's the owner? Should tell me somewhere. I don't remember where it tells you. If you have a card under somebody else's control, it generally tells you who the owner of that said card is. I would love to just remove this and then take out the Wren, but I guess I just play the next best thing. I'm gonna slam it a Tolly. They have a lot of cards that are cool. I just hit a Desecrator, so I think the game's over. We'll cast that, and we'll hit a Desecrator, and we have 2 Virtues going. Go in our graveyard. This is theirs, actually. We'll exile theirs so they can't bring it back. We'll remove the counters here. We'll pop the Wren. We'll do everything on Earth that we want. We don't even have to pop the Wren, I guess. We just pop their creature and then have... Oh, this is tapped, so it won't be able to do that, I guess. But yeah, the craziness that was going to happen this turn is we're removing all this. We're blowing up a permanent. Maybe this Restless Cottage or something. Maybe their Wren. The Wren's not going all too much. And then we're going to draw some cards. We're going to make it a copy of something, whether it's another Desecrator, get this out of the way or something. And then Flesh Gorger would also be able to get put into play for free off of this ability. So, other than that, I mean, yeah, we're blowing that game out of the water for sure. 2 Bramble Familiars in our hand. It's not necessarily that great. I want to actually mull that away. This hand looks a lot better. I'll just throw the Luca to the bottom. So I want land drops to hit to get to this. Or this. Need white source available. Although binding will be 2 mana either way, I think, right? Because we're missing color, I think. Could be wrong. I have no idea. Mono black it is. These land we're wasting to be something else. The reason they have to be something else is because 3 green black source does not get us home to cast Invasion. But we can play 1 out now. Bring up this, get rid of this, take away their Phyrexian Arena pretty much. Now we'll take 1 more. Also underdogs out of play. We're not getting hit for 4 every turn. So back up to 17. There's a Mirrex. Mirrex is kind of annoying in most cases, especially when you're playing Domain. A lot less annoying in this variation of the deck list because you don't have to worry about it as much. I have all the colors. This cheat code, by the way, if you don't know, this will tell you what colors you have. For whatever reason, I'm looking at this and I just like have no sense of having all the colors. We'll play a Plains down. We'll pass here. Then we'll Herd Migration. We just need to make sure not to grab a white, a black, or green. We'll just have to double check here. We can just grab an island, honestly. Island will definitely make sure we're good. Get hit for 3. What are you going to play now? Liliana of the Veil. Liliana of the Veil's fine. We'll let one of these land waste go. Play discard card. It's perfectly fine.
I'm taking the credit. Drop it.
This out of the way to get rid of Cut Down. That makes sense. Cut Down's not going to do anything against this. Evolve Sleeper. It could have been a Hex Mage, which would have made this active again on their turn. So double checking to make sure we're not dumb. We have the white here. We have green here. We have black here. We have blue here. Or white here. No. This is the part where I'm done. We have green, white, red, black, blue. Yeah, I'll just grab a blue. Whatever. We gotta make sure we're not stupid. Alright. We didn't punt it away. Sick. Really happy about this. And we invasion. Hits, you know, the combo piece. I've hit like go for the throw almost every time with it, which is what's nice about playing one copy of a 2-drop or less. Here's the Desecrator. We got everything that we'd ever want. Opponent might not be here for long. You can stay if they'd like. I don't really care that much. We'll move wrong thing. Move counters from here. We'll remove 7 counters. We'll have this come up. I will draw my 2 cards. What permanent would I like to blow up? I guess we can just take care of the Liliana for now. We'll make a copy of Desecrator. We'll put counter, counter, and then counter. Do all that. Second Desecrator will enter. We only need this to be 3. We'll get rid of their Liliana. Give a creature -3/-3. We'll do this. Take our 3. Get that out of the way. Now we have Invasion 2.0 to run through. We can go for the throw. We have plenty of options. Play another Lord Skitter. Not necessarily the best draw in the world at this spot. They can attack. They can buff if they'd like. Honestly, at this point, I'm just going to go again. Make them deal with it. Hoping to draw 2 to get back into this. Our whole deck, we only have 1 copy. We get to hit it. Whole deck gets shuffled back in. I would like to grab this Attractive. Then I would like to grab no basic planes here, nor an untapped source to do it. We'll grab Artifact. We'll grab a Desecrator. We'll grab a Leyline Binding, and then we'll grab another land, Herd Migration, and another Invasion. Just grabbing all of our cards, because why not? Play this. Move the combat. Bonk this. Got minutes. Flip. Now we'll get to put in the Flesh Gorger, all those nonsense. I'll draw 2. We'll destroy this permanent. Have 2 targets, so even if they somehow make us fizzle, it won't matter. Put this in. Choose to make a copy of permanent. Anyone wants. Now we'll say go. Absolutely devastating board state that I don't think Mono Black can deal with. It'd just be me. What it is. That's the bad version of a Alara combo. But alright, so here we are. We're back on Alara. I enjoyed this deck when it was discovered. I really enjoyed playing it today. It just gives you, at least in best of 1, that extra push that you kind of need. In terms of when I play a win condition in normal domain, it's generally like our opponent has the time to answer it. When you do it with this deck list, it is like board wipe or nothing. Because if you get the invasion to resolve and you hit the Desecrator, it's pretty much over, which I can sort some of this out here so you can actually see kind of the actual mana curve of the list. Because this is what it looks like on normal casting cost, or any time that we're going to cast it. We're going to cast this for 3, or we're going to cast this for 2, cycle this for 2, play this for 2, then this for 1, hopefully, maybe 2. So like the deck list looks very top endy, but it definitely is not a lot of times. The only card you can kind of replace in this list, and I haven't really tested it, I just kind of wanted to play this as it was, as we played it in the past, and then re-bring it back, is maybe like Luca. I've never been like a crazy fan of this. Honestly, realistically, this could be the Ashiok spot. You could probably play Ashiok in here, as a lot of your cards do go to exile. Ashiok makes 2/2 or 2/1/1s. It can protect you and then exiling cards and things along those nature. Yeah, so maybe that's like supposed to be where Ashiok is, but yeah, the Alara combo is still good. It was surprisingly good today. I haven't seen the deck list in a very long time. and I was able to actually combat mono red a lot. That was prior to me not hitting the record button, so that's cool. But I played mono red 3 times in that like record session. I beat it all 3 times. It was the bigger mono red version though, so take that into account. There's like the low to the ground Kamano Swiftspear version, and then there's like the Godric higher end wanting to hit like kind of that 4 or 5 land spot like mana count, so they can play the Bloodthirsty Adversary, kick stuff back, things of that nature. So it was a little bit slower, so we were able to buy a little bit of time. But every time we played an Invasion and it hit, the game was just over on the spot. It like really didn't matter what happened from then on out, because of the amount of value this definitely gives you. And it's really fun to play, honestly. Like win, lose, miss on a wheel, because the amount of times you do hit is really nice. But we miss, sick, we hit, even better. Also, seeing this into play sometimes, absolutely gas. But that's all I got for this deck today. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you later in the next one. Bye.